Welcome to the video. In this video, we are going to be looking at ChatGPT o1 Pro mode. So we're going to build an application, and I think what I want to do is just have it walk me through step by step on how to build applications. So let me go ahead and type in the prompt here. So we'll go with would like to build a simple to-do application in Next.js. I would like you to walk me through step by step on how to do this. I would like you to give me, or let's say, I would like you to, so let me just go back. Let's say if I need to install specific applications, I would like you to help or give me the commands. Let's say give me the terminal commands on how to do that and how to check if I already have the application installed. And let's see, installed. So let's see, I would like to build a simple application. I would like you to walk me through step by step on how to do this. If I need to install a specific application, I would like you to give the terminal commands on how to do that and how to check if I already have the application installed and what version it is. I am on a MacBook Pro M1, and I will be using we'll use VS Code for the IDE. All right, let's just see what it does with that. Now I may need to pause throughout this because I won't for now, because but I know that ChatGPT Pro is kind of slow and it takes its time and thinks through, and I think it sort of redundantly goes through its thought process and compares its answers with with itself. I don't know exactly how it's doing it, but it is definitely doing some redundancy to make sure it comes up with the best answer that it possibly can. So, but this will be interesting. Now, okay, there we go. So I have created a blank folder here, so we'll see what it says. So, all right, goal: set up your development environment for the Next.js development on Mac with VS Code. So run node-v. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the development environment. So let's go ahead and let's create a new folder here, and we'll just type this to do, or we'll title it to do. I'll go ahead and open it in VS Code. And so here we go, and we'll go ahead and open up. I'm doing control and tilde sign, and it's saying node-v. So we'll just type in node-v. And by the way, that's also the version. So we know that we have node -v. So I'm going to go ahead and paste, well, let's see what it says. Brood install node. So if you see the version number, Node.js is already installed. We do have that, so we don't need to do brew install node. If you don't have brew installed, which we do have brew installed, but it doesn't matter because we can skip all this. So check if you have yarn installed or npm installed. So let's go ahead, npm -v and yarn -v. We have them both installed. So let's see what it says. np install global yarn. If either is missing, you can, okay, so we don't have to worry about that. If not, download VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and install once these are done. Okay. And I'll just do this. I'll copy, in fact, I'll copy all of this and let it know we have all this, except for I want to just delete this part. Whoops. All right, let's give it that. And let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and pause so we don't have to wait through this. All right, it's finished. Let's see what we got here. Create a new Next.js project. So, well, okay, so it's saying go into the projects here. We're not going to do that, but because I already created a folder for this. But we will copy this, create the Next.js application. We will go ahead and do that. But actually, that would put it in this folder. So let's see. Let's go back up here. We'll go. I'll just open this up. I'm just going to delete this, and we will open this. I'll just open this up in new tab here. So, and just in terminal, I'm going to go ahead and enter this. Okay, would you like to proceed? Create. It will install the following packages. We'll just say yes. Okay, would you like to use TypeScript? Yeah. So, wow. Would you like to use type? Why is it not letting me type? Yes. Oh, interesting. Okay, so would you like to use ESLint? Sure, Tailwind will look great. Would you like to use code inside the source directory? In a source, would you like to your code inside a source directory? Yes, I would. Would you like to use the app router? Yes. Turbo pack? Why not? Now, if you don't know what you're doing, obviously you would just copy this and then go back here and just ask it one at a time. You know, should I do this or should I not do this? So, would you like to customize the import alias? No, I don't want to do that. So that's good. Okay. All right. So it's building everything out for us here. And if I go into here, we see that we have the new folder here. Once it's done, we'll just open this up in VS Code. So, and it looks like it's done. We can list this and see we have this to-do folder here. So I'm just going to open this up with code or VS Code. And then I'll just hit that to maximize it. And here we got our code here. So let's see. We got our README here. Let's say, okay, the app is, say, I'll just say I'm ready for the next step. Okay, and I'll pause while it thinks about what it's going to be. All right, so let's see what we got. So the goal, run the development server and open the project in VS Code. Start the development server. So we will go ahead and do that. We'll just go npm run dev. So I'm going to open up the terminal. I'm going to paste this and then press enter. And let's see what else it says. So we can run either npm run dev or yarn dev. And what we're doing, if we go look at our packages here, so we see that our scripts are dev. So we're running next dev turbo pack, which you see that it's doing that. So that's the actual code that it would be running, whether you do npm run dev or yarn dev. I mean, yarn dev. So open the project in VS Code. We already did that. So I got ahead of us, got ahead of the steps here. Okay, so verify the application is running. So we will be going to localhost 3000. Hopefully I don't have something already running on that. So it looks like it is running there. And let's see, here we go. Let's just go in a new tab, press that. And look at that, we have it running, but there is an error. And let's just I'll just copy all of that. We'll say it is running, but I see an error. All right, I just copied that and pasted that in there, and we'll see what it says. Okay, let's see what it says here. So the goal address the hydration error. This hydration warning often occurs due to differences between the server rendered HTML and the client rendered content. So it can sometimes be triggered by browser extensions or experimental features in Next.js. So since you haven't made any code changes yet and are seeing it on the initial template, let's try a couple of steps to identify the cause. In a different browser or incognito window. Sometimes the browser extension modify the DOM before React hydrates the app. Trying this in a private incognito window or another browser. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll just go File, Incognito, and we'll just paste that there. Oops, no, I forgot I copied that. So let's copy this. Incognito, paste that. Okay. So, and then so check. So disable turbo if it's enabled. So I am curious if we refresh it, it's still there. I'm going to open up clear site data in this. I wonder if any caching stuff I got going on is causing it. So no, that didn't fix it. Let's take its advice and run the no turbo. And then if the issue persists after this, we will try that. So I'm going to cancel or close this by doing Control C, and then I'm going to paste this in here and press enter. So now we're running, we're doing the npm run dev, but we're doing no turbo this time. So the error unknown there. So we got an error here. So let's say, did you mean no turbo? Did you mean turbo? Okay, so I'm just going to paste this and put this in there, and we'll see what it says. All right, it's finished thinking here. So go run the development server without the turbo pack to see if it resolves the hydration error. Open your package.json and locate the scripts section, which we were looking at. Okay, and we're going to change it. Let's see, remove the -- turbo pack. So we're going to remove the turbo pack, and then we'll run this. So I'm copying this. I'm going to go back to our script. We're going to remove this. Going to save, and then we'll just paste this, press enter, and okay, so 3000. Let's do a hard refresh. Okay, the error is gone now, so very good. The error is gone. Okay, so let's wait for the next step here. All right, what felt like an eternity later, here we are. It finally answered it. And that's the one thing about this Pro. It is slow. I'm having to pause because this would be, I mean, we're at 15 minutes and it would probably be about a half hour because of how much I've had to wait for it to do its thinking. So it is extremely slow. So, anyway, okay, goal set up a basic UI in your main page to add and display the to do items. So, open the main page file in your Next.js app, version 13 plus with the app router. The main entry point is typically the app page.js. Open app page.js in your Visual Studio Editor. Replace the default content with a simple layout include. So the input, an input field for adding a new to do, the button submit, a list section where to dos will be displayed since you haven't created any logic yet. List. Just set up the structure. We'll add the state management function next. Below is the before and after snippet for the page.js. So before we're looking at this, and so after we would be looking at this. So let's see the so we're going to get this export function, this default function page, and just replace this. So with this, so we're going to find our page.ts, and is this the right? Okay, I need to let it know that we are using ts. So let me see, what file is this? I'm just going to copy this right here. We are using TypeScript. And I guess, when we were going through and it was asking us which ones we want to choose, probably the best thing, especially if you're new, um, probably the best thing to do is copy those questions and then paste it in here for ChatGPT to answer. So, but we're using TypeScript. Here is the page.tsx. And maybe I wonder if I should put the the layout. Let's just put layout too. So it'll have it. So here is the layout.tsx. And might as well do global CSS. And global.css. These files are in the source folder. Okay, so I think that's good enough for now. We'll just let it think about it. All right, it has given me something here. So revise for TypeScript setup. Okay, so update your page.ts to display a simple to-do input form placeholder. So currently your page contains complex layout. Let's simplify the main content to include a form and a to-do list placeholder. So, okay, so below is the before and after. So before we have this main class name and all of this, and after we're going to have this. So I just need to get everything inside this main tag. So I'm going to click on the main and just highlight all of that. And I'll open it back up and just hit backspace. Now, whenever always like to, if I'm going to make a change, I always like to delete the area that I'm making a change, because then I know that a change has been made here, and I'll show you why. So if I go ahead and paste this right here, and then I go ahead and save this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, I can hit Control Z, and then I can instantly see all that code is gone. Whereas if I would have just highlighted that and then pasted over it, and then I go Control Z, sometimes I'm like, did that? I don't remember what was there. Did it? So it can. I always like to. I mean, just to pro tip or whatever. I always like to do that. So, okay, we went ahead and replaced that. So locate the main, replace with the after, save your changes on this step is complete. Let me know, we can proceed. Next step, please. All right. All right, we're back. And I will tell you, it is painfully slow. I mean, it's taken so long. So, anyway, so the go, okay, but it's given some great answers here. So, it's a very powerful, capable, model. But anyway, so the go add state management functionality to handle adding to dos. You'll need to convert your component into a client component and then use React's useState hook to track to-dos and the current input. Perfect. Instructions at the very top of your page.tsx file, add use client. So we're going to be adding a use client so that you can use the client side hooks, perfect use state, and import the use state from React. Okay, so that's exactly, sounds great. Introduce two pieces of state. So one for the current to-do input value, and one for the list of to-dos. So add a on submit handler, very good, for your form. Okay, so this is our before, right? And so this is going to be the after. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the code. And then once you've made these changes, save your file. So let's see, where was this again? This is going to be the use state. So okay, so use default function. So default function home. So replacing all of that. So let me just minimize this, highlight all of this, scroll down, looking at it. Okay, perfect. Place that. Whoops. Okay, just delete that. Now I've replaced it. Okay, so let's go back once you've made these changes. Once you made these changes, save your file and test the form by adding a few to-dos. All right, let's go back here. Let's do a refresh. And got an error again. Okay. Okay. We are getting an error on the page. Getting that hydration error again. So let's see what it says to fix it. I'll be back. All right, it's back. So revives addressing the hydration error. Go troubleshoot, resolve the hydration error caused by the DOM. Modifications. So the error indicates the HTML server send does not match the client renders. See the difference in this. Okay, strongly suggest the browser extension is modifying the DOM before React. Okay, so common culprits are coupon finder or productivity extension. So it could be my computer doing this. Let's go ahead and use Safari. Oops. There we go. We'll just do that. And okay. So now I'm going to copy that. I will debug what's going on with my computer or my browser later, figure out which extension is causing the conflict. And let's go ahead and add a to-do. We'll go to do 1. I'm just going to press enter. Yep, that worked. So go to do 2, enter. Okay. All right. The form is creating a list from the input. All right, I'm going to pause the video. All right, welcome back. Let's see. Address, oops, scroll down too far. Okay, so go add functionality, remove to-dos from the list, introduce delete button. Okay, so add a click handler. So defined the handle delete function to take the index, removes the to-dos from the array. So before, we'll be looking for this. I wonder if I can just search this right here. Nope. There we go. Partial. Okay, so we're just going to copy and replace that. So we'll copy here and place this. And I did my thing. Whoops. Okay, so copy, place, save. There we go. Okay, so now test the delete functionality, few to-dos. All right, so now we're going to go back over here. Oh, there we go. So delete works. Okay, so delete works. All right. Okay, welcome back. Let's see, add. Okay, so delete works, add the toggle. Okay, so we have instead of using the string for the array, I use text complete. For example, this initialize your state to do. So your state to do. So before we've got this to do dot map. Let's see where that's at. To do. Oh, right here. Okay. So we're going to replace that with this. Perfect. Okay, so just going to highlight all of that, hit delete, and paste. Let's go back. Anything else here? No. So, and I save this, and it should respond. There we go. We have a to do one. So let's see. Let's see what this is doing exactly. So add state to do text complete. Let's see, checkbox. An error. Okay, so what is the error? Can I copy that? Did I copy the error? Let's see. Okay. The title is not displaying, and when I click the checkbox, I get this error. Okay, send that. All right, it has given me a reply here. So ensure the title is visible and fix the on change error by properly managing state immutability and make sure the component is fully set up as the client component. Check that you have used client at the very top. So we do not. I don't believe so. Let's copy this. Let's see. Yeah, we do. We do have use. You know what I'm doing? Well, okay, so. Okay, so let's see. Use client, import state, define to do. Import state, default, type to do. Don't have that, so let's just copy this. We'll go back. Just highlight this part, copy and paste that. Okay, so ensure the H1 tag for the title is inside my to do. And let's see that. Okay. Update code snippet. Okay. Function home. Okay, let's just copy all of this. Okay, so we've got function home. We'll just minimize that. I'm gonna highlight all of this. I think it's up to here. Let's go up to here. Well, yeah. So paste that. There we go. I'll save that. Let's see. Okay, let's do a hard refresh. All right, so that's working now. Let's just delete these. We click it. We're still getting an error. That may have been caused by that. Let's just refresh this if we still get the error. Okay, so test 1, go. Test 2, go. Test 3, go. And we'll check 2. We'll delete 1. We're not getting any errors. Static route, very good. So, okay. Once you confirm this works, we can move over to the final step. So that, just next step, please. All right. All right, welcome back. Go see, persist your to-dos if so they remain even when you refresh your page. We'll use local storage for this, use effect. Okay, so before we've got the set to-dos. There it is. Nope, that's the set to-dos. So, and then import use effect state. So let's see. To-do. All right, we'll copy all of that. Import use effect. Oops, get rid of that. Okay. Save that. Okay. All right. Not sure why that's not working now, but okay. Build error. I knew that was going to happen. All right. So let's say. Perfect. Okay. So we are getting an error. Here is the code. All right. This is a perfect example of how you can use it to correct things that you don't know about. So, all right, excellent. So let's see. So okay, correct the imports to ensure the used effect import at the top level. So that was very good and I purposely did that because I knew that it wasn't going to be in the right place, but it wasn't clear. So, all right. So before, which is what we did right here. And after. So we'll just go ahead and copy this, go over here, and we'll just go up, place, copy and paste that. I'll save it. And so now we can see our import is right here instead of right here where it shouldn't have been. Very good. Okay, let's see if that made a difference. Hey, there we go. So now if we go test 1, test 2, test 3, or terse. Okay, so looks good. Let's check it completed. Very nice. Let's refresh the page. Refresh it here. It's being stored. Very good. So if I cut that, let's open a new tab. Let's close this tab. Go back here. And perfect. It's being stored in local storage. And everything is working as expected. That's great. Once you've corrected issue, run. Let me know if you can find, and we can finalize the tutorial. Let's see what it means by that. So everything is working now. And we'll see what it means by finalize the tutorial. All right, so review the next step. So adding to-dos, deleting to-dos, marking to-dos of complete, persistent local storage. So next steps would be styling improvements. So we could do more styling, validation. We could do, set up logging in or whatever we want to do, a clear all button. Server integration, we could go ahead and set it up to run with the database. This video is already extremely long. I think this is the longest video I've done so far, but I wanted to leave in all these extra steps that I've done to kind of give you an idea how long it actually takes to really do this. Now, I did pause a lot just because this Chat GPT Pro mode is extremely slow. So, this would have been another half hour or more long video if we were waiting for that. So probably longer than that, but because it took a while. Maybe not, maybe not. But anyway, so that's it. I will go ahead. In fact, I clicked new on my GitHub. So let's just go ahead and go React JS to do app. So I'm just going to create a new to do app. Go here. So I create a new repository. I kind of wanted to show you how to do this. So I'm going to push an existing repository. So I just copied that there. I'll move this out. Well, I guess I can leave that there. Let's go back to the app here. I'm gonna hit Control C to close that down. I'm gonna do git init to make this a git. Now I can go get status, and I see that we have all that needs to be pushed. So I'll go git add. I'm just gonna add everything. Git commit, and we'll go -m and created a to-do app in Next.js with Chat GPT Pro mode. And then I'm going to paste what we copied there and go ahead and push it. And now if I go back, refresh this, we see that the app is available, and I will copy this this right here and put it in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next.